All right, good morning. Let's get going. So we'll start in a seat. So just go legs crossed, sitting up nice and tall. Let's roll those shoulders down and back. Maybe give it a few neck rolls if you're feeling those shoulders are a little tight, the neck's a little tight. Finding that stillness, taking that big breath in through the nose and out through the nose. Just that natural breath, nothing special. Just coming to this space, just letting everything else go. And start to make that breath a little bit bigger. So breathing into that lowest part of the lungs, the middle, then all the way up into those collarbones. And exhaling that breath out. And nice and slow on that exhale. And again, inhale, big breath in. And exhale it out, nice and slow. A couple more times just on your own. Let's blink open those eyes. We're going to stay with that big breath in and out. We're going to reach that left arm up, just reaching for that right side of the head very gently. It's not even more pulling. It's really just the weight of the hand gives it a little bit of a little extra weight to bring that ear a little closer to that shoulder, a little more stretch through that right neck, right top of the shoulder. And we'll lift that head up. Okay, release that arm. We'll reach that right arm up. Drawing that right ear towards that right shoulder. We'll lift that head back up. Just bring that chin to the chest. And lift it up. It's going to reach those arms up overhead, twisting it over to that right side. Sit really tall in that inhale. Look over that shoulder a little bit more as we twist. And inhale, we'll reach those arms up tall. Exhale, twisting it over to that other side. Tall on the inhale. Exhale, deeper twist. Bring it back to center, reaching those arms up. Side bend over to that right side, just gazing underneath that left arm. Inhale, bring it back up to the other side, reaching that right arm up and over. Inhale, bring it back up. Let's do one more time each way, twisting over to that right side. Inhale it back up. Exhale, twist to the other side. Inhale, reach it up. Side bend over to the right. Inhale it up. Side bend over to the left. Good. Inhale, bring it back up. Let's go ahead and lower onto those hands and knees. Just a few cat-cows. Get that spine warmed up. So inhale, drop that belly, lift the chest, lift the tailbone as we look up. Exhale, round, press the shoulder blades away, draw that belly up and in, looking towards those thighs. And inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest, lift the tailbone as we look up. And exhale, round. And inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, round. Last time, inhale, lift. And round. bring it back to neutral. Let's step those feet to our plank and then bring those hips right up into that downward facing dog. Just a slight bend in those knees. Press that tailbone up, pressing those heels down. Maybe pedal those feet out. And now we'll inhale on the toes. And those knees, step those feet, top of the mat. Sliding those hands to the shins. Nice flat back. And exhale those hands down as we fold. Bend into those knees, flatten out that back. Let's rise up to standing, reach it up nice and tall. Side bend, so sliding that right hand down, left arm just reaches up and over. Inhale it back up. Exhale to the other side. Inhale, bring it back up. And nice flat back as we fold. Find that half lift on that inhale. And exhale, we'll plant those hands down, stepping those feet back to our plank. Shift that weight forward, being lower down. Lower all the way onto the stomach. Point those toes, roll the shoulders down and back. So we'll just be in this cobra on the first one. So holding the hands back, the elbows back, shoulders back. Soften down. Inhale, roll the shoulders back, lift. And down. Last time, lift. And down, reversing that plank. So press into those feet, trying to lift hips and shoulders at the same time, and then bring those hips up and back, downward facing dog. Another breath or two here. And then we'll inhale on the toes. Bend those knees, step those feet, top of the mat. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, we'll rise to standing. And side bend over to the right. Inhale it up. And bend it over to the left. Inhale, reach it up. And flat back as we fold. Half lift, inhale. And exhale, plant those hands. Step those feet back to our plank. Lower down. So the first two we'll do the cobras, and then the last one you want to do that up dog. That's fine. So lifting the chest, shoulders pulled down and back. And down. Inhale, lift. And down. Now this one, you can go cobra. If you want to lift it all the way up into up dog, you have that option. Exhaling those hips. Walking back to that down dog. And one more time on the toes. Bend those knees, step those feet, top of the mat. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. And side bend to the right. Inhale it up. Side bend to the left. Inhale, bring it back up. Flat back as we fold. Half lift, inhale. And exhale, plant those hands. Step those feet back to our plank. Lower. Inhale. Again, 2 times cobras. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift. And down. Last time. Lift. And hips to the sky. Down dog. Inhale on the toes. Bend those knees, stepping those feet to the top of the mat. Bring those big toes together to touch. Half lift. And fold. Inhale, rise. And sink those hips down to that chair. Shoulders relax down, core is tight. Sink hips a little bit lower. And straighten those legs as we fold. Let's plant the hands, stepping those feet back to our plank vinyasa. So again, just one time on that back extension. So again, one of those cobras or just up dog. And then exhaling hips to the sky, down dog. Let's bring those feet a little closer together. We'll inhale that right leg up. Curl that knee to the nose, stepping that foot through into that lunge, holding it here. We'll stretch through that back hip flexor. And then ground that back heel down. Inhale, reach those arms up overhead. Warrior one. Exhale those elbows down. Interlace the fingers. Open up through that chest. And then exhale, we'll start to fold. So maybe just hover that chest. Maybe rib cage comes to that inner thigh. Maybe shoulder comes all the way down towards that knee or towards the inside of that knee. And release the hands. Rise back up. Lower the hands down. Step it back to our plank. Vinyasa. Exhale, down dog. Bring those feet together. Inhale that left leg up. Exhale, curl that knee to the nose, stepping that foot through into that lunge. You can be on the fingertips. Back leg is nice and strong. We'll lower that back heel down. Inhaling those arms up. Scrolling those hips up. Relax each of the shoulders, core tight. And release those fingers behind the back. Open up that chest. And exhale, fold. And release those hands. Rise back up. Warrior one. And then we'll lower those hands down. Step it on back to our plank. Vinyasa. And exhale, downward facing dog. And inhale on the toes. Bend those knees, step those feet, tuck the neck. Toes together to touch. Inhaling that half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sink those hips down into that chair. One more breath. And straighten the legs as we fold. Plant the hands, stepping it back to our plank. Exhaling it down. Inhale, lift. And exhale, hips to the sky, down dog. And we'll inhale that right leg up. Exhale, curl that knee and step that foot through. Hold it for a breath in this low lunge. And back heel down, inhaling those arms up. Exhale, interlace the fingers behind the back, open that chest. And exhale, fold. Inhale, release those hands, rise back up. Now we're gonna slide that left foot back towards the middle of the mat a little bit more, turning the toes out towards long end of the mat. Right toes will point forward, coming into that warrior two. So opening up through that chest, then into that front knee, core tight, reaching strong through those arms. So we're flexing our triceps. Then we'll lower that right forearm down. Left arm reaches up and over. And inhale, we'll rise back up. Keep that front knee bent. Reach that right arm up and back. Try and bend into that front knee a little bit more. Then we'll circle those arms all the way down. So we'll come back to that lunge that we started in. Okay, but we'll add a twist now. So right or left hand plants. Right arm reaches up. And lower that hand down. Step it back to our plank. Vinyasa. And exhale, hips down dog. Feet together. Inhale, that left leg lifts. Exhale, curl that knee and step that foot through into that lunge. And then back heel down. Inhaling those arms up. Warrior one. Elbows down. Release the fingers. Inhale that big chest. And exhale, fold. Release those hands as we rise back up. Now we'll slide that right leg back. Bringing those feet so they're in that midline of the mat. Feet are perpendicular to each other. Core tight. Reach strong through those fingertips. And we'll lower that left forearm down. Right arm sweeps up and over. And inhale, we'll rise back up. Keep that front knee bent. Reverse it. Reaching that left arm up and back. And we'll circle those arms all the way down towards the mat, spinning that back heel up. We're coming back to that lunge, planting that right hand, twisting, left arm reaches up. Lower that hand down. Step it back to our plank, vinyasa. And exhale, downward facing dog. So let's step that right foot outside, that right hand. Back knee lowers down. And adding in that twist. Option to bend into that back knee, reaching for that foot. Might be a little bit aggressive, so it's not happening today. Maybe you just bend into that knee, or maybe you stay right here in this lizard lunge. Just a few more breaths. If you have the foot, go ahead and lower it down, release it. Both hands on the mat, bend into those elbows, working your way to getting those forearms onto the mat. As that chest pulls forward, that knee can open up a little bit wider. And then come back to those hands. And step it back to our down dog. And then we'll bring that left foot outside, that left hand. Go ahead and lower that back knee down. Adding in that twist, reaching that left arm up. Maybe start to bend that back knee. Reaching for that foot. And go and release that foot. Lower onto the hands, bend into those elbows, lowering onto those forearms. If it's accessible, if those hips are a little bit tight, just stand those hands. And then come back to those hands. Go ahead and step it back to that down dog. Hold it for a breath or two. Let's go ahead and come onto those knees. So those hips are staying high. We're reaching those arms forward, pressing into those palms. Pull the forearms towards each other as that forehead comes down towards the mat. Softening that chest down. Staying strong through those arms. And slide it forward onto those forearms. Lowering those hips down. So we're coming into that Sphinx pose, pointing those toes, pull the elbows back, lift up through that top of the head. And we can relax it down. We'll press it back into a child's pose. So knees can come as wide or as close together as you would like. And then go ahead and make your way onto your backs. We'll hug both knees into the chest. Let's go into that figure four, that resting pigeon. So we'll cross that right ankle over, hug that left knee in. Just a quick little hip glute stretch. Tailbone is down, pulling that left knee in. And go ahead and release that foot down. Let's switch sides. Left ankle crosses over. Hug that knee or that hamstring in. And go ahead and release it. Just hug those knees in. A little rock from side to side. And we'll come forward into seat. That's how we started. Hands on those knees, closing down those eyes, sitting nice and tall. Shoulders back, chest lifted. Big breath in through the nose and out through the nose. Keeping those eyes open. All right. Thank you all so much. Have a great rest of your day. Have a great day. It's the morning. All right. Hopefully, I'll see you guys tomorrow.